Hey, it's SickBoy from the Gaminganarchist Collective. I've just come back from the London Comic Con, so before I get started with my backlog of videos, because by Christ I've got a lot to get through, first things first, I just want to get this out there. I've had a hands-on, quite a substantial hands-on, with the new Deadpool game. Now that's been developed by High Moon, it's been published by Activision. Now, I'll be honest, I'll be frank, it's not the greatest game you're ever going to see. It's fun. I enjoyed playing it for the 45 minutes I did. However, a journo guy I was chatting to in the queue, we were playing it side by side, he managed to glitch it within about 5 minutes, which is not a good sign. I don't really know what stage the game is at, but you really shouldn't be glitching during the tutorial section. However, so the gameplay-wise, because that's what's important, because a lot of you guys may switch off and not be on board right away, and I can't blame you for that. So, first off, gameplay, little clunky. It's a little, if you could deal with the system in Lollipop Chainsaw, you're probably going to enjoy the combat system in Deadpool. It's got a fairly standard light attack, heavy attack, dodge attack, dodge mixed with a counter. So it's again, it's kind of like they're doing a lot of, it's a slower version of Batman. It's less polished combat system, but it's okay. It's not terrible, it's not very deep, it's got very simple combos. As a game, it is not really one for the hardcore hack and slash crowd. It is definitely not one for them. I have to say though, voiceover work by Nolan North, great fun. He does a good job with Deadpool. He has done since he's been doing it for quite some time, and that's fun in itself. It does a nice way of circumventing and doing a fourth wall break with the actual video game itself. So the content looks like it could be fun. From the regards of, it's got a nice, both parts of his brain, as in the comics, if you read the comics, you've got the rational side of Deadpool chatting, and then you've got the irrational crazy side, and then you've got actually Deadpool discussing with his own two arguing minds. So that in itself is entertaining. It's a lot of self-referential stuff. It's like with the comics, it knows it's a video game, it knows it's there for fun. They poke fun and mention, use this to unlock stuff, says one part of his brain. Then says, why would we do that? And then Deadpool himself says, it's progression, it's a thing that happens in video games. For some reason I'm going to be better coming out of this than I am going in. That's just the way it is. So, it looks like it could be fun. It is coming out at a budget price, but I'm really hesitant to say this looks like it's going to be definitely going to be a borrow, or a rent, or buy used, because it's not going to set the world on fire. Again, it's very much, if you enjoyed Lollipop Chainsaw for that kind of quirky, violent, you're probably going to enjoy Deadpool. There is fun to be had with it, but I've got to say, it's not. No one was expecting this to redefine hack and slash. But if you're a big fan of Deadpool, you could have a laugh with it. But be warned that the combat is not going to be what a hardcore hack and slash is going to like. Not to mention, it phones in. Unlike, say, the original Devil May Cry games, it has sword and it has shooting mechanics, but it clearly phones in when you're meant to be shooting. Because you're Deadpool, you have regenerating health, and there are suddenly sections where you go from having melee characters to all of a sudden a ton of characters with guns. If you run in, even though you're Deadpool, you end up dying. I played it on hard mode, and I got to these sections and I was getting killed a fair bit. I was thinking, okay, this is weird. I can't switch up and do fun combos because the dash dodge move is essentially Deadpool's teleporter button. Those who enjoy the comics know that he has a teleporter. So you teleport, kind of a Nightcrawler BAMF thing. So it could have been really good fun, just slicing people apart. I think it's a missed opportunity because the shooting mechanics are clunky as hell. You can free shoot, you can hip fire, but it's pointless. It's a fairly slow, I don't know whether you get sensitivity options in the final game to do the stick sensitivity, but shit, it was really that kind of sluggish track, shoot, headshot, right? Where am I going now? Okay, you over there. Track. It wasn't that kind of quick, manic combat that I would like to see out of a Deadpool game. So, make of that what you will. As I said before, it is a budget title. It's definitely not worth full price, the full £50, $60 price tag that most new games come with. Could you get fun out of it? Yeah, I think you could. I think the final release could be a lot of fun. But you're going to have to be accepting a lot of sacrifices in gameplay. And if this glitch that I observed was indicative, the game isn't the most stable either. So I personally didn't experience any glitches, but the guy next to me did, and he turned around and went, fuck, I've just crashed it in the first 45 seconds. That's not a good sign. And I've got to say, I agree. Anyway, I'm still going to keep my eye on this game. It still might be something that if I can find cheap enough, I still might pick up. However, it's as to be expected. It's a comic book tie-in. It's not even at the standards of Wolverine Origins. So for most people, it's definitely going to be a miss into the hardcore hack and slash. Don't come to this expecting fun. You're going to be pulling your hair out. It is too sluggish. It's much more Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man than it is Batman or Arkham. So make of that what you will. Anyway, I'm going to try and get down to get rid of my backlog. Because thankfully I do have now a new camera. You may have noticed, less jarring. Look at this, look. It's doing a bit of jarring. See when I do that? In general, seems to be working fine. Anyway, thanks all for watching, and I'll have some more videos up very soon, hopefully, to deal with some of the backlog, because definitely the top 10 dickheads list I've had massive problems, technical problems, and I need to get that out there, certainly before June starts, because otherwise it's just fucking embarrassing from my perspective. Anyway guys, thanks all for watching, catch you guys later.